Marcus, get where he can find you. Meet, you didn't make contact. Get where he can find you.
After 1 week of official full-team practice, Frank Martin and company decided to put their progress to the test. An intra-squad scrimmage provided fans and coaches an opportunity to see their team in a simulated game situation.
Hey, let's run it, let's go. Mike, come get him.
That would also provide the first competitive look at the return of senior point guard Ty Johnson, whose junior campaign was cut in half by a broken foot last January.
He brought a sense of confidence that our guys needed, and when we lost him, we kind of lost that confidence that he would bring in as a player.
We lost our identity a little bit. He was that guy that helped us keep our identity because he started to believe in what we're doing, and he started to mature into being a good basketball player. And you know, obviously losing that experience, now we went back to a team that had to rely on freshmen for leadership.
He learned a lot in sitting out. I think that he was able to spend more time with the coaches, have a better understanding of what the coaches wanted, what Frank wanted, what Coach Fig, what Lamont wanted. I think he had a much greater, fuller understanding of the offense, the system, and what we were trying to do.
Run this set. Justin, wrap off. Wrap off to the corner, single underneath. Go like you're down screen. Mike, once he clears you, set that middle screen.
Johnson's return doesn't just solidify the point guard position. It takes pressure off two of the Gamecocks' most dynamic scorers, who can now focus on creating their own offensive opportunities.
We asked them to do a lot of things that they've never done before. Neither one of them ever played the point before at high school level. So now you're throwing them in positions of having to deal with knowing everything we do from every position, and having to deal with pressure, having to deal with getting guys in the right spots, and then it just took them away from us helping them get shots.
Big telltale sign for me as a coach as to the personality of our locker room and the kind of people in it, were the way Sindarius and Dwayne reacted to that moment. They both accepted the responsibility of playing the most difficult spot on the floor, which is the point guard spot. Which is a spot that neither one had ever played, but accepting the challenge and not running away from it told me a lot about them. Those lessons made them better players, and now they can play there. I've got the confidence in both of them as point guards if need be, and at the same time, it made them understand the game better. So now they're better prepared when they're not at the point guard spot to know what that player's going through, so they understand the sense of urgency that they have to play with when they don't have the ball in their hands.
Once you toss a dribble handoff here, Mike, you come back and get him again. Same deal, roll. All we're doing is roll and replace. So then you guys are in the slot, he throws it, dribble handoff. Mike chases with the ball screen, roll and replace. That's all we're doing.
We're good, baby.
Okay?
Let's go.
Mike, get right into the slot. Go right into it, Mike. Roll, replace.
Joining an already talented backcourt are freshmen Marcus Stroman and Tamarcus Blanton. Stroman provides depth at the point as a natural distributor, while Blanton's athleticism has already turned heads in practice.
Their spirit, their toughness, their demeanor is just electric. It's fun to be around. Now with all that said, they're always a step late, and that tells me about how in tune the returning guys are with what we do. That the freshmen kind of stick out because they're not where they belong, and they're not there at the same speed as the other guys. But I'm extremely excited. I think they both bring this confidence that you got to have to be good.
I think the biggest thing is that they have not allowed their not really knowing the system to stop them from doing things that instinctively they're capable of doing. I think both have competed very well. I think that they have tried to adjust and pick up a lot of the things in coach's philosophy and things that the coach wants them to do within the system.
They've been willing to listen to not just Coach Martin, but to
players like myself and, you know, like other teammates. And I think that's a big plus. It's always a plus when you got guys that's willing to come in and learn, listen, and compete. And you earn upperclassmen respect when you do those type of things.
Once we get it, run this set. Justin, wrap off. Wrap off to the corner, single underneath. Go like your down screen. Mike, once he clears you, set that middle screen. Mike, he's gonna worm it. Now you roll. And now we're in continuous 40, we used to call it 45. Continuous ball screen from the strong side now.
With a promising backcourt already stealing headlines, Carolina's success may hinge on the development of its 4 returning post players. With no single dominant big man, this group is aiming to capitalize on the differing strengths of each player.
I think all of them have improved. I think they have to improve. The one thing that the SEC is very unforgiving is if you don't have very good post play, everybody's got length and front court play, and those guys have to give us more production in rebounding. They have to give us more production in scoring. I'm very impressed with the maturity of Demetrius Henry. I think you'll see the big jump from freshman to sophomore year. I think you've seen that both Mendogas and Limonas progressed towards the season's end. And the one thing I love about Mendogas is he's got a lot of fight to him, and he does all the little things that go unappreciated. And obviously Mike is getting back to we're putting him in situations where he can be successful.
Their growth is fun, and I've always been one. I want to win with the best of them, but I try to pay as close attention to our guys as I can and keep my focus on them. And we can get everyone on our team to improve the way those 4 guys have improved. Our program will keep growing here.